I'm just winding down, right? The night is bright. The night is bright, and I'm just eating this, and I'll just speak. So this is second part. So in this first part, we're talking about spiritual warfare, right? The concept is real. It's the soul. In the soul, when there are conflict, there are wars in the soul. It happens. Something wrong happen as a reaction in the world, right? So yeah. So if somebody is overtaking my spirit, want to harm my spirit, damaging my spirit on a day-to-day basis, not mentally, soul is breaking down, right? So it's all overlapping. But anyways, so we were talking about the spiritual warfare. Spiritual warfare is more of a problems that mind logically you cannot comprehend, but there are things going on which are real, right? And then you know, oh, this is real. It's happening in front of you, but it cannot be understood by mind because it's happening in the formless realm of 5D, right? So I'm gonna be just licking this, not lollipop, but just a milk for me. Um, Vitamin A, C, D, iron, and zinc. That's what it is. New Zealand milk powder with also create DR10 trademark probiotic 5 billion per serves. Yum. I'm just waiting for someone to come. Right now it's very late in New Zealand, so hopefully somebody can join me from the Philippines. Somebody can join me from the Papua New Guinea. Someone from Tonga, Samoa, Fiji. Maybe there is no internet, because when we came to New Zealand in Wellington, I came in Wellington in 2016, and I came through a business, and we laid out fiber. There was no internet. So these places are untouched worlds like Samoa, Tonga, and the highlight of their life is New Zealand. So from Samoa, Tonga, Cook Island, Papua New Guinea, these people go to New Zealand, which is the highest nation for them. Like, it's like a capital nation where they get to experience high life, modern life, city life. Okay, so this is a series, guys. Abundance 5D. What I'm saying is like universal abundance, spiritual abundance, right? That's what we're talking about. So abundance, spiritual abundance is basically nothing but a good experience, which is any word: harmony, positivity, love, joy, peace, courage, acceptance, magnanimous, fun. All these experiences, when you are experiencing something good, it is abundance in the spirit. And then you have people that basically, what the fuck accent? What is it? Yeah, well, I'm Indian accent, Alisa. What can I do? I'm not a first language. I'm sorry if you can't understand, or if you hate the accent. Ashish Rawat. Which country do you live? Ashish, living in New Zealand. I don't really like to take the name of the city for privacy reason, but yeah, I live in New Zealand. This is live from New Zealand. So we're talking about abundance, spiritual abundance, where you feel good, right? So in spirit is basically soul to soul connection, right? So if Alisa, she doesn't like my soul, she might come across saying, "Oh, what the fuck accent," to just like make me, because there is a disconnection. She's not connecting with the content, but she's connecting with the face only, and with the language only the body of who I am. She's not really looking behind the scene as to what I'm talking about. Yeah, so if she's saying WTF accent in a funny way, I love you, Alisa. If you're kind of judging me for my accent, that just shows me what kind of person you are. God bless you. So yeah, we're talking about spiritual abundance, guys. So spiritual abundance in spirit, they say angel and demons, right? So if angel and demons are fighting, what's happening is demons, if demons are winning, they will not let angels to have any influence on the planet or anywhere, right? And if the angels are winning, they don't won't let demons have any sort of influence, right? So for us as a crowd, we have a big challenge, we have a big challenge because we are always getting led by someone, influence. We have role models, we have people that we admire, not in politics, everywhere, in movies. In English movies, somebody might be liking Henry Cavill, somebody might be liking, um, what's that name guy, Christian Bale, right? So we always are influenced by someone, right? And as crowd, as everyday people, it's our responsibility to choose who can influence us. I was just watching a guy who says, "Oh, Grant Cardone, who is like a online entrepreneur, and Grant Cardone, he's telling him Grant Cardone is on the top, right? Why he's telling Grant Cardone is on the top? Because he values money, right? Money. So now, whoever has the money, he thinks he's on the top. But not everybody values money. Some people value love. So for them, somebody who's most loving person, they will be on the top. Somebody who values acceptance, for them, somebody who accepts very easily, compassion, like Dalai Lama, they might be on the top. So we can't really put people on top just because they have money, because money is not a real concept, right? What Grant Cardone does, he shows, he might have a rented aeroplane and he may lie on the screen saying, "Oh, I got this aeroplane now. It's $2 billion aeroplane," but it's not actually his aeroplane. You know, it is just an act, like a movie star. Like somebody punches me and I do, "Ugh, ugh, ugh," right? So Grant Cardone, nobody knows he's telling the truth, or he's just showing off, because that will get the job done, right? If somebody has an aeroplane and they're showing, "Oh, this is my aeroplane, I spent $1 billion," even this is a rented aeroplane, he's communicating to the person who wants an aeroplane and doesn't have it, but he's lying to influence that person, to hook him in, so that he can sell him his program. So what is he going to do with this aeroplane, showing him that I have an aeroplane? He's not going to like help that guy. If you have a fucking aeroplane, bro, why don't you fucking give money to people, right? Why are you asking, "Oh, I've got an aeroplane, I'm going to teach you how to be here, give me your $10 and buy my course"? You see, this is just a dangling carrot. He's dangling a carrot to not really give the real value. He wants the value. So all that stuff he's doing. But if you look at the face of Grant Cardone, any person who has good eyes, good heart, and good intuition, head, heart, and gut, they will look at Grant Cardone. When I look at Grant Cardone, I only see a sick person, who is just filling himself, maybe having drugs, having excessive sex, and having someone bribing someone to get an aeroplane, or maybe borrowing an aeroplane to just lie so he can make money. So this is the rat race of money. um, but why the rat race of money? Do you if you become Grant Cardone, have one aeroplane, for how many days that will be happy? Imagine you have all the aeroplanes in the world. Helicopter, JD Vance. Hey JD. Helicopter. Yeah, helicopter, whatever. Which country do you live? Okay, that's done. Hi JD Vance, thank you. I don't know what do you mean, but I'll continue, Henny. Right? So basically it's a dangling a carrot. It's putting a facade, but not having a proper, there is no truth, there is no weight behind it, right? So that's what happens. So many women fall in trap of a guy who can show things better, but he's not, his being is not him, right? So somebody might be able to get testosterone, build a great body, and become a big buff dude, but he's only hiding those insecurities, right? To look big, to look strong, because deep down he does not look strong, to get attention, and then it's the same mechanic. Grant Cardone could be like, buying an aeroplane, acting, maybe even having drugs on the plane to just feel happy to be able to be on the camera, because it's not real confidence. He might have drink, because when I'm on camera, you guys can't see whether you can only come to my home and see my home. This is what I'm having, and while I'm talking, and I'm fatigued, I'm tired, because I've already done the day, and this is heavy video I'm doing. So Grant Cardone might even be drinking, right, a little bit alcohol to be confident on the camera, to just show that, oh, look at this aeroplane, to do his marketing work. And I have a real time experience. A guy I met, he had wife who would act with him certain way to show his clients that, look, his wife is nice and caring. So what he was showing, by showing his wife was caring for him, giving him water, food while he was coaching clients. What he was, and who was his clients? His clients were all the men that are not respected and cared well by their own wives. So this guy is just acting, telling his women, like, this coaching call is like 1 hour. You come at half hour late, middle of the call, and you bring this, and you rub your hand on my shoulder, which the clients do not have. Clients do not get that treatment from their women. So he was showing them, look, I've got this. So what is he doing to the client? Every week clients come, he take the money from them. So that's the game of money, right? It's always taking money, taking without giving value. But strong people, if you think the royal people, rich people that don't need much, they actually have a very, very basic life. They are very content with just a couple of meals a day, without having all those high experiences. Don't need high experiences. If you have all the money, the many people in the world don't have the money, and they just kill themselves because all they have is money. So it's all about balance, guys. Say Alisa Taylor, she's messaging me. She is a woman, 21-year-old or 25 years old. What does she need on a day-to-day basis? She needs to wake up happy. If she likes going to gym, she can just go to the gym. And if she likes attention, she will get the attention. And then she comes home, enjoy the meal, and feels good in the body, and have a nice rest. What else does she need? Does she need money? If she doesn't need it, nobody can manipulate her, right? Then she might be able to watch a video of mine, and I'm talking about clarity, guys. I help people with spiritual, emotional, and practical clarity. And I struggled with clarity of knowing who I am, why I was born, for 42 years of my life. I'm 42 now. So I struggled with that stuff all my life, because so many people, first, they did not teach me. And the second thing, they always clouded my vision. My parents, big ones, like, they always crowded my vision, because I didn't know myself. They were able to manipulate me all my life. So they took all my money until the age of 40, when I could not provide the money, and then they just kicked me out. So that's the kind of manipulation. That's kind of disadvantage when we don't have the clarity. When we don't have the clarity, that's when people manipulate. That's when bad guys manipulate good women. That's when good women manipulate bad guys. That's when bad employers manipulate good employees. And that's when bad employees manipulate good employers, right? It's only because the clarity is missing. So clarity is the only way, guys. So I'm just presenting myself. I don't even have to do it. But this is the only thing I want to do, because I have the clarity. And I think if we all get on the same page, have our own personal, spiritual, emotional, and practical clarity, we will be able to self-rely on ourselves. Because how long we can go and look for someone else to complete us and take care of us, be responsible, blah, blah, blah. But it's not guaranteed, guys. It's not guaranteed. Like, that's why so many relationships are breaking. People are not satisfied with their jobs, with their employers, because we always kind of trying to get someone else to do it. So clarity clarity is about like knowing you have a body, mind, and soul, and you don't really need anything. As long as you're breathing, you can get out of the bed and do what you want to do. Which if you don't need too much money, you don't have to do too much. See, if you can live in like a one bedroom apartment, which is $300, right, on an average, $200 for the food, $500 for a week. You don't have to run a business or have a job that's a full-time job. You might be having a part-time job and all that plenty of time on you and be able to survive. And with the plenty of time, you could do something like this, YouTube or something productive, something which feeds energy into you instead of taking energy from you, draining energy from you, like Grant Cardone is doing. He is filling himself up with liquor. Um, his wife is supporting him because he can provide her, and they're taking over all these guys that are hungry for fame because they can't approve and validate themselves, and then they follow these guys that are like flamboyant on social media. And I'm not flamboyant on social media, but I can be. I can look better than Grant Cardone. I have contacts. I can ask them to borrow an helicopter, like JD says. I can borrow a helicopter and go ahead and say, "Oh, I got this helicopter," but I don't want to lie. I'm struggling. I've got 84 subscribers, and these live videos, they're actually working very well. I need to get to 500, and YouTube will start paying me, and that's when I can do a little bit better branding with myself. Like, right now, like, my hair is a messy. All I have is love for myself and love for you guys, love for Alyssa, Ashish, and JD1 CCC, who is watching the helicopter video. And that's all I have, and all I need is subscribers, and just keep the momentum on and do 1 or 2 videos. So sorry, I got a bit of a sidetrack. I'm very excited because last video I did was 40 minutes, and I never spoke for 40 minutes in a row, and that was like a magic and miracle and sun shining in the middle of the night, because I was able to speak for 40 hours, 40 minutes. Wow. I never thought, guys, it was possible that I would jump on YouTube at the middle of the night and do 40 minutes of a live, and I'm doing it. It's happening, bro. I'm too excited. Okay, cool. Anyways, so we're talking about spiritual abundance. So I'm saying like spiritual abundance is about soul to soul connection, when we share good spiritual soul to soul energy, right? So we don't have to fight. And when people are fighting angels and demons, we need to really decide, who do we want to support, angels or demons? So you can support me. Say what's up, baby. Ovo weekly juice. Okay, thank you. So guys, if you're liking this content, if you're liking the vibe and aura, please hit the subscribe button. It's just a request. So we have demons and we have angels, right? So as human, when we think, oh, we cannot contribute into it, we cannot do anything because I'm just a worker, I'm just a receptionist, I'm just like an everyday person. But no, guys, whoever you are listening to, whoever you're following, you have that decision to make, that choice, whom you want to listen to and whose advice you want to take on board. Like Nick Kelly is a cricketer, right? I met so many white people in New Zealand and I got very disappointed, right? I don't know why I was attracted to so many, like, these Western white people. From the childhood, I loved them, like, love the American accent, love the English accent and stuff. But when I actually came to New Zealand, I had some bad experiences. A few guys in 3 guys in Brazilian Zouk dancing community, 2 guys, 1 guy in salsa community, racist discriminators, right? And very deep way of breaking my self-esteem. Like, they would go home and plan how to break my self-esteem. And what I just like, cool guy. I have had my shit. I still go through my shit, and I will go through the shit all my life, right? And I just want to be a part of life, and I just want to be a part of this Western community. Awesome people. There are good and bad people, but the good people are really cool, hardworking people. Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, all these guys. I'm in the same league. Not there yet. So basically, like, like angels and demons, no matter who we are, cleaners in our daily life, ordinary life, thinking that we are insignificant, we're living insignificant life. We are not, like, even if we are listening to the right people and getting influenced and direction from the right people and lifting them up, right, putting them as a priority, uh, giving them support spiritually, emotionally, like a bit of money, subscriptions, you're doing something meaningful. You're doing something meaningful. I've got a team in Philippines now, right? They're doing the work, as I said, and they do good work, even though I'm paying them, but they're getting the good work done in the right direction, which is amazing, right? That's what we need. We just need the right support. So who is this? I can't even open. Okay, that's fine. I'm just reading through the comments, guys. Not many comments, but it's all good. 3 likes. We got 3 likes now. So yeah, supporting these demons. So we were talking about in India, where I grew up with these stories, books, friends talking about it. 4 major archetypes, soul based archetypes. No, what is archetype? It's just energy. It's like angel, like Jesus was an archetype. Muhammad, all these guys. So abundance, it's spiritual. So we are talking about spiritual, but I'm not a spiritual guy, guys. I'm just a human, and I'm sharing because I'm a solution oriented. So these things needed to be just covered, like how I have to wash my face in the morning just to get it done with. These things are the foundations, and this series, abundance, we got to talk about the 5D, fifth dimensional formless realm in this, so that we can cover to the more juicy nitty gritty stuff in the practical, emotional and practical realms. That will come later. So I always start from the top, going down. So go from the top, it's going down. Later on it's going to go down. You get the timber, no, not timber, but really it's going to go down into practical situation, and I will plug it all into your day-to-day problems that you might be facing, or your family, friends might be facing. We'll get into all that stuff, but this is the high level stuff. We have to just get through this. So I discovered, I in the previous video I talked about archetype, demon archetype, Asura, and then I talked about demon archetype, Daitya, Asura, Asura. So if you say demon archetype Asura, you can Google and read more. If you type Daitya, D-A-I, D as in dog, A as in apple, I as in India, T as in Tom, Y as in yellow, A as in apple, Daitya, and Google it, dark male archetypes, Daitya, you will be able to get more information. I already explained about Danava, D-A-N-W-A, D-A-N-V as in Victor, A, Danava. Danava is a consciousness to male archetype. And then we have Rakshasa. So I covered the first 3. Rakshasa is something I want to get into now. So my old man, my father, right? I was born in Pathankot. It's a state in Indian state, Punjab, and the city is called Pathankot, P-A-T-H-A-N-K-O-T. I was born there, but I'm not sure, I kind of have a doubt that this guy is not really my father, because he was a goon. He wanted me to be like him, like fight with everybody, just cause problems in the world, and that's what he's done, right? So I don't want to get into details like who is he, where does he come from, but I'll share my experience. I grew up in India from age 1 to, I think I was 23-ish when I went to Dubai, and I started my first IT job, right? IT job. And this guy, Rakshasa, R-A-K-S-H-A-S-H, Rakshasa, right? This is the name of the archetype consciousness. And you can say Rakshasa superpowers. Google it, you will be able to see what these archetypes can do, how they can reach out to the energy of other people and just really fuck them up. And that's when people act like schizophrenics, people act like psychopaths, but it's not really them. It's just some other energy reaching out to them and spoiling it. So I was sitting in Dubai. It was first job. I remember it was ABN AMRO Bank, which later turned on to Royal Bank of Scotland. So I was sitting, right, and I felt it in my spine, like some energy came in, and exactly the vision was of my father. It's like You will see channels, light workers, they talk like this, right, on YouTube. So I felt in my spine it was as if somebody was pouring some energy into it, and I couldn't like sit straight. I had to like slouch down, and I had to literally leave my chair and sit down. It was like a panic attack. But since my head, my my third eye is very strong, and my intuition, my soul is very strong. I could feel it, like where the source was. Source was like this guy, right? So what was it doing? It was stopping me from acting, really, causing some sort of disruption and distraction in my soul, by giving me pain in my spine, right? And I was just sitting down, and I couldn't just work it. And then other people would look at me, and they will know I'm not able to perform. So hopefully I'll get fired by the job. But the cause was this guy. Just anytime I would sit, maybe this guy does not know, but maybe it was just his intention. So his intention was so strong that I could not like really sit still and do my job. And that was first time. So I was 23-year-old. I was like, I don't know, I just rubbed it off, and it would randomly happening and breaking my spine. I would go to workout, I would build good habits, but this thing kept on going on the background. And my sisters do not understand my father, my biological father. My In the whole village, everybody's scared of him, because and they don't understand him, how he works, how he penetrates, access the energy field of others, or soul field of others, aura of others, how he accesses it. Nobody understands it. So that's why everybody's scared, because he attacks them. He spiritually attacks them. Spiritual warfare, sorcery, all that stuff. Energy harvesting. Many spiritual people are talking about it. I'm not all about this spiritual stuff. I'm only getting through this to complete this series. So these are true stories. So everybody is in the village. He's a tiny guy, like not big guy, not very. But if you look into his eyes, you can see he's a devil. He's a devil. And everybody in the village was like, somebody would have a fight with him today, tomorrow he will have an accident, something like that. All the guys in the village, hardworking guys, farmers, everybody's scared of him without no reason. Even though these farmers, other people, they're stronger, better, bigger, but they're scared of him because they know he can do something they can't understand. And then I was here in New Zealand. I was working for a leading computer company. It's the leading, not leading, one of the leading, but Apple Computers. Basically, I was working for them, and every time I would go work for them, I would have these attacks, and my back would start hurting, and I would have the flashes of the vision, exactly this guy. And then I would be sleeping at home. I would be receiving an energy that he's dying, he's dead, blah blah blah, he's sitting on a graveyard. All these bad dreams I would get, but those bad dreams were not really random. They were like messages he was sending me, right? And now till date he's fine, he's perfect. And when I went to India, he was literally fighting with me, boxing and stuff, and very smart at the age of 70, 75-ish, still very smart. So these are my experiences. People can think it's crazy stuff, because this stuff is not crazy. This is all interlinked. Because I'm affected. Many people around me might be affected, and many women are also affected by this, because the dark male archetypes, demonic energies, the main reason is to oppress women, like do anything women to get the energy from women to be able to pour it into their own selfish agendas. But the core is always to be in the power. Kaka, how's it, Kaka? Okay, so that's it, guys. So the main reason is power, controlling and having the authority, like Donald Trump, like Hitler. I've already spoken it, having the authority. And as normal people, as women, as children, as everyday mango people, we need to take a long time to be able to get influenced by everybody or whom to support. So somebody might be joking here, right? Might be sending me like a jealous they hold jealousy for me, and then they will might just make it like a funny comment or something where I'm not talking about funny stuff. This is not a comedy show. It's a clarity series on abundance. So that's what we covered. So if these guys demons are causing only chaos for people, and there is no good experience in life, right? I did not have good experience working in jobs and stuff. So I struggled to make money, right? So if this guy did not bother me, I would have had easy experience of making money, going to jobs, and creating a good life for myself, which I have, right? Which I will continue to create. But it's been a struggling journey. The experience has been very bad because these guys were always interjecting in my life. I was not living a free life, these guys were making me codependent on themselves all the time. So I just want to do business. I don't want to get a job now because the time is over. If I have to get a job, it's just for the practical means, but I want to do the business. And business is when nobody supports me. My family doesn't support me. People don't support me. Nobody supports me. So, how's it? Okay, cool. All right. So that's what it is. This was the second thing with the spiritual, like with the abundance 5D spiritual, and I've covered all the demon archetypes that I wanted to cover. So basically, I'm saying like there are people that have bad interest and they have special capabilities where they can actually damage your health straight away. You know, another friend I had, we were on the beach, right? His name is Hunter Stent. He's a Kiwi guy living in Melbourne right now. This guy was on the beach. We had a girl, and we were talking. I started the conversation with the girl, and he looked into the girl started to make joke about a white Kiwi guy, right? So white Kiwi guy, she started to make joke about it, and he looked at the girl, and I could see the body of the girl shaking with fear, just with his eye contact. Like he was able to inject the fear into her eyes through eye contact, and she was shaking in fear, right? And then restlessness. She was very calm, relaxed in the beach, and then she became very restless the way he looked at her. And then I think, yeah, that the girl just left. So he was able to invoke emotion. He was able to inject emotion through his eye contact into her energy, And this woman, poor woman, who was like impacted by his energy, intense eye contact, she was just not aware. She just did not have clarity, and that's why I'm the bad guy who has to do this, to make people protect themselves, to make people aware of stuff like this happening. My glass is fucked, very old school. Yeah. So that's what we were doing here. We just got like these guys that spiritually wounded, spiritually dark. They're not there to get a business done or to become politicians to take care of people, right? They're only there to hurt people and make sure the experience on the planet is not good for you, for your family. You might be having a good day and then they will send you bad news on the TV, on the street. Just distract you from enjoying your life, where you just feel good, function well on a regular basis. So of course we are promoting our program Clarity, guys. Clarity is my signature program. This is my life's work and I've done it. Now I'm just talking about it. Clarity is like emotional clarity when you're spiritual clarity when you're spiritually not confused, emotional clarity when you're emotionally not confused, and practical clarity when you're not practically confused. You are a certain person. Okay, for example, I'm a husband, wife, and kids. I'm going to look after them and I'm feeling good and functioning well around that. So that's really my work. And then I have set up a community work. I am setting up a community work where I'll put these people together and be able to support them through text messages, because I trust myself that I can help anybody just with messages. And that's all we need. We don't need coaching calls. We don't need 100 hours of training. I don't think so. Emotionally and spiritually. We don't need to do any healing retreats, wastage of time. We just need to spend good time with our family, our loved ones. If we don't have one, then my loved one, which is my body, mind, soul, and be able to enjoy this, what I'm doing. And that's pretty much is to life. There is nothing more. And then after that, it's just a way of engaging life, how you gonna want to engage with life, so I'm engaging with life through my work now. I don't have any relationships. I've got few friends, good friends, not famous friends but good friends, and I'm engaging, so Clarity is my signature program. So you might be able to find the description. In this YouTube description there is my Facebook, Instagram. You guys can just send me a message, Clarity, if you're interested to pick up a copy and have a look at that. It's $97 US till end of May, and original price is $497. Just an audio course. You just listen to it at your own pace. 120 minutes run time approximately. Original price is like $497, but we're doing a MYS mid-year sale, $97 US. I was just like, I worked hard on this to be able to speak these things. I'm not really pushing for sales and stuff, but I'm never asked. Okay, I never even talk about work, but this is a part of my work. It's like a department. If I want to do a business, then I have to talk about product, services, pricing. I have to put it out there for you guys to be able to pick it up, put it on the shelf. So that's pretty much it. That was number 2, abundance, and that's pretty much it. Like, at some point this reel will become more like a paid subscription. I will convert into an online course and I'll sell it that way. But I just wanted to put it out there today with you guys. Just wanted to hang out with you guys and make some friends. Maori Boy O'Neill 893, brother, what's your name? Why no real name over here? Like JD Vance, that sounds like a real name. Ovo_Beatley Juice. Why do you guys not have like? Oh yeah, it's okay. We can have whatever we want to do because we are free beings. Cool guys, I will leave you to it, and I will be back. Oh, this is 37 minutes. Amazing. So I'll be back with another one, right? Please subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for the next one. Most likely next one is this is like abundance 5D spiritual. Most likely the next one will be nature, which is 4D emotional, right? Energy in motion, matter, energy of matter, material, emotional, not material, emotional energy. We're going to talk about energy, how emotional life is bad and how it happens. Mostly it's money, because when we go out to just get money, we will always be hooked to money, and those hooks create attachments, and attachment creates all sorts of negative emotions like anxiety, because you're hooked, you're going for the money, right? So you're always rushing, forcing. Rush is anxiety, right? Healthy and unhealthy, up to you. But yeah, those who are on this vibe, those who are understanding this stuff, they will be able to relate. But next one is emotional, like it's not really abundance, it's money. Money is the topic of that, and energy. Money is an energy, so we're going to talk about everything energy, how the energy is just not getting distributed properly into the world, right? So if there are two guys, right, one has $100,000, other one has like $50,000, and the $50,000 is giving $10,000 to the beggar, $100,000 is not giving anything. It's not a good distribution, right? And that's why this guy will not be able to pay good salaries, good bonuses, nothing, right? So do we want to choose this guy, or do we want to choose this guy who has $50,000, which he think $40,000 is enough for him, and $10,000 he gives it to others? So for example, if I get my course sale, 49% goes to the person who are selling it, not me. I just get the 51%. But in the affiliate marketing, nobody gives anybody more than 10 or 20% or 15%, right? Because that's the standard, because people are doing it for the money. Money is an important part. I want to buy an apartment here, 2-bedroom apartment. Why? Because somebody, homeless person, for example, if they don't have a sleep for a night, any emergency situation, I want to have an extra room where somebody can sleep. And for that, I'm selling, and it's a business, like, work hard, but I'm happy if I get the 50% of my profits, and 50% goes into either people that are selling it, people that are helping me with the business, or maybe give it to the organization that are supporting the mission that kind of I align with, that kind of stuff. So thank you, Alisa. Nice meeting you, Alisa Taylor. Thank you, Jerry Vance, Ovo Beatley Juice, Up Baby. Thank you, Maori Boy, Anil, 893 brother. Shots. You guys have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. I hope I got more subscribers. That will make my day. But otherwise, anyways, day is day. So it will be tomorrow, today. All right, guys. Good night. Stay blessed. Never give up. Never surrender. Forward movement only. मैं सुनने नूं